Today's episode is packed. Marvel fans are still buzzing after drop of Marvel Zombies, and Star Wars fans haven't stopped talking since that Mando Grogu teaser hit. But that's just a start. We've got Spider-Man updates, a surprise villain casting, a closer look at Superman's future, horror sequels nobody asked for but everyone's curious about, and a massive lineup of new gaming reveals. Stick around because this one's loaded today on Fundamentals. Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Fantastic. Just over here recovering from dancing on Thursday. I have marks all over my skin from the light whip like whipping me. Apparently that's a thing. So yeah,
It
I'm
looks like
just,
you had a great time.
Oh yeah, no, we did. We definitely did. DJ Inbox out there spinning them tables and doing the things.
For sure, for sure. Well, we've got a lot to jump into today. You ready to kick us off with some Marvel?
Absolutely.
Oh, the undead side of Marvel just got darker than ever, and the 4 episode series has already shocked fans in ways I think we've never expected.
Yeah, so we were kind of talking about it before, but Marvel Zombies, it definitely it started off a little slow and I was like, okay, I'm still very much interested of how these all connect and everything.
Hmm.
So, I was just watching it and waiting and but then once the second episode hit and then from there on it was like, all right, this is good. I really enjoyed it. I really liked how they had the episodes intermingle. So
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. I hated the ending because it
yeah.
wasn't like an ending. But yeah.
Yeah, I really like the creativity they did as in within this universe and kind of how things would have took place in what we've seen through Infinity War 5 years later and and all of that. I just thought it was really really well thought out and put together and
Hmm.
and the changes of things. I will say it was more gruesome and bloody than I expected, which it needed to be. I
Hmm.
think it was great. I was very happy with that. But man, yeah, I absolutely love this. I just really, really hope that it gets enough viewership that
Hmm.
we get a season 2
Yeah,
because.
because the director said that if the demand is there and the
Hmm.
viewership is there, that he would be willing to do a season two. And I feel like how this ended, we definitely need a season two because it just kind of left it into thin air of is Riri
Yeah,
alive or not, and like what is happening.
yeah. I think she's most definitely alive, but now it's
Mm.
man, are they in a hex now? Is the whole world in a hex, or is it just in this little town that's in a hex to keep to keep her at bay so she can keep using that
Hmm.
bingo power,
Yeah.
or what? I don't know, but we don't need this story to end. It does not need to
Yeah.
end. I also love the Shang-Chi, the different story, kind of how she found out who Sean was, and then his
Hmm.
dad and everything. That was super creative and good. Uh,
Yeah.
love, love, love. You can give us. There's no such thing as too much Red Guardian and Yelena. We get to see more and more of their relationship and
Yeah.
some emotional moments, sacrifices and stuff being made. But
Hmm.
man, I love this style animation too.
Hmm.
I absolutely love this. But man, I don't know. I thought it was really really cool too how they set up T'Challa and Black Panther and what he did and kind of he
Hmm.
went down saving a lot of them. And they did that without recasting the voice. I thought that
Yeah.
was really cool. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
um,
And when they got to Nolans, right? And then they got
mhm.
onto the little watercraft thing and then it
Oh, the
went down
raft.
and yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the raft went into the water and then things
Hmm.
started moving, I was like, don't you dare tell me that Namor is fucking a zombie. And then we saw him and I was like,
Yeah.
ah!
And all of his people were zombies.
Yep.
I tell you what, it was pretty cool. So we don't. I love that we got to see the raft in this because when we see it in the MCU, we see it just kind of come up out of the water and go back down. I didn't
Hmm.
know it was actually a portable, like on, like it can go, because
Yeah.
like I thought it was just something that raised in and out of the water type thing.
Mm.
So I'm actually really curious to see, because I think it's been confirmed that we'll see more of the raft in Doomsday. I'm curious.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
curious to see if because I mean, like Hulk's on there,
Hmm.
the leaders on there, so we're going to have some scene with the raft. But I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see it move in live action. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, that just kind of. Maybe I should have expected that to be moving like that, but since we've never seen it in live action, now my
Yeah.
wheels are spinning. I'm like, I want to see more of this. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I know we'll never get it. And this is why they did it animated series, because CGI probably ungodly crazy. But man, I would love to see Marvel Zombies in live action. It
Uh,
would be wild. You could do a lot of practical effects though with zombies.
I know, but I feel like I really like it as this like continuation of What If in the same animation style
Yeah,
and keeping
it's
it
true.
as such. And but like how the Queen of the Dead.
Yeah.
We've been talking, constantly about how much we love Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, and she played the hell out of that role.
Yes. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And it was pretty crazy and pretty wild with New Asgard too. Uh, and like I knew, like I called it, and maybe it was pretty obvious for everybody to call, but like I was like, oh, I bet right now something's injected into their food, and they're about to all turn into zombies. It wasn't quite nothing
I didn't
injected in
actually
their
think
food.
about that. No, I like so I mean it really did remind me of like the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Where like everybody, kind of turned dead.
yeah, yeah. Real quick.
So I was just like I was watching it and I was just like, oh no. And then I was like, okay, well maybe like Alexei didn't actually eat anything and he had just
Yeah,
drank the beer and he's fine, right? Right? Right?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, like every
No.
time it kept showing him, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's because of super soldier serum or something. It's filtering it out, or I don't know. Like although Steve Rogers did, I was trying to find any excuse in the world for him not to turn, and it
Yeah.
kept showing him, and like, oh, but then like when he started stumbling, I was like, oh no, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
AD was absolutely right. It really did like demo how like Scarlet Witch, how dangerous she is. Like
yeah.
it was insane.
How about freaking Blade Knight, Blade Moon Knight or whatever,
Oh,
like.
bro, I want to call him Blade Knight. No, no. Don't
Yeah,
even correct yourself. It's Blade Knight
yeah,
now.
that's so
Uh,
sick. Like I
it's
that's a
so
character I feel like
good.
we need now in the
Oh yeah.
MCU.
Yeah. Forget the Blade movie. We'll just take that.
Yeah, I mean honestly,
But
give him
still need
Mahershala
Moon
Ali.
Knight. But
Yeah,
yes.
I love too how like when they're all falling before and they're saved by the portals, like they're all like
Hmm.
ah, and he's just like falling like this, like I don't care, Khonshu's gonna get
Yeah.
me or something's gonna happen good.
Yeah, either I'm gonna fall in the water and I'm gonna be fine or whatever, or not. Oh my God, what
Yeah.
about the god, the Kantu or whatever that was attached to him that we
Oh,
actually got to
Khonshu.
see? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how like everybody's like, who the hell is like
Because
Valkyrie
nobody can see
talking
him.
to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and I one of my favorite scenes actually, and I thought it just like was super creative but super cool, was like when he's fighting and he passes that sword by and it shows the reflection of Khonshu's face as it passes his face.
Yes,
It's
that
just such a
was
cool
so
scene. Such a
cool.
cool
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, I remember like I was sitting there and I was watching with AD and I was like, oh man, that was dope. That
Yeah,
was really
no.
cool.
There's just so many cool scenes in this. I mean, the Hulk, the
Yeah.
Infinity Hulk, if
Oh
you
my
want to
God,
call him, like,
Infinity Hulk. Yeah.
yeah. And then like we got to see the scene where Spider-Man like hits all the webs and pulls them the spines out, in one pull.
The heads go
There's like
flying. Yeah.
yeah, so much. There's just so much great creativity, but then like you can tell like it wasn't just creative, but like I was saying at the beginning, this is like how well they really thought this out in correlation of the timeline compared to what we've seen in the live action MCU.
Hmm.
It was just so well done, so well put together. I really want a season two. Like, I want
Yeah.
this to be a yearly thing because, like,
Like with Spider-Man and Daredevil. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, just like we spoke the other day, Brad Winderbaum. He's like, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is going to end up being a yearly new season.
Hmm.
X-Men '97 is going to be a yearly new season, and I think he
Yeah.
said Marvel Zombies would, as long as the viewership's there.
Yeah.
So like, man, please, please,
I
if
feel
you're
like
not
we have
watching
enough
this, watch
people
it.
that like care about it. Like I haven't
Yeah,
really seen anybody really talking about it like that, but I don't know.
I've
There
not
was four
seen.
episodes that all dropped at the same time, so
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything negative either, though.
that's what I was about
So
to say. Yes, I have not seen a single negative thing online about it. Which I know
yeah.
you're always going to have your naysayers out there, but normally you hear something by now because this
Hmm.
dropped what, Wednesday? Did this?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh,
Sure.
this past week. But yeah. But it's great. If you have not seen it, definitely go see it. And
Highly recommend.
yeah, and we probably just spoiled a lot of scenes if you haven't seen it. So, but hey, we threw up the spoiler review, still, so that's your fault. But next on the list, Spider-Man himself just hit a setback on set, but it's not the kind of
Hmm.
action you'd expect.
No, so we got word last week that Tom Holland suffered a concussion on the set of Brand New Day. Thankfully, he's in recovery. He posted a post on Instagram, I think it was either yesterday or the day prior, saying that he's feeling better and he's on the
Hmm.
mend. We got to see a couple of photos with him and Zendaya at a charity event. So he's like up and at 'em.
Right.
So I'm happy that he's okay and he's doing better. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, like, obviously people are like worried about, oh my God, they're worried about him, but they're also worried like, how's this going to delay the filming? And like, I think Marvel should be thankful, or for one, it's just thankful it wasn't more serious than it was.
Hmm.
But then also, you have some actors out there that would like take this moment and be like, I gotta take a month or 2 months break to make sure,
Yeah.
And this guy's
Yeah.
like, boom, give me a week, I'm ready to jump back into it. Like,
Yeah.
he's so
Of course
passionate
he
about
like used
this.
his doctors and everything too, but
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I was happy to see that he was just like, all right, like all I need is a week and we're gonna get back at it. And they didn't
yeah,
delay like it coming out or anything. It's still like the same date and everything
yeah.
for July 31st. So,
Yeah,
thank
and
God.
another thing I'm super excited about, brand new today that we have on the list is one of Spider-Man's most brutal villains is making a live-action debut, and the casting is raising some eyebrows. I know as soon as I heard this, my eyebrows went, whoosh. I was like, yeah,
Raising eyebrows in a good way over here. Yeah,
yes.
we're getting Tombstone, and he played Tombstone in the Spider-Verse. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So I'm really glad that we're getting this, and we're actually going to be able to see him in like a live action.
yeah. Marvin Jones the third. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this, and I think like I don't know. I think it's just so cool that we're getting a person that played this character already in an animated series. When they can do that, I think it just makes sense. And then also, I think it's just more deserving, like to that
Hmm.
actor. Like you've already put in the effort and the time of this voice, and they get the live screen, opportunity. I think that's
Yeah.
so great. To me, it just makes it
Hmm.
that a little bit more special.
Yeah. And that like Deontay has said that it was the casting opportunity, and like you had said as well that they actually accepted it because sometimes people don't want to show their actual face
Right.
as that person and they feel like maybe they get typecasted, but I'm happy that it actually is happening.
Yeah. Yep. Me too. Uh, I guess this is kind of a little bit of a positive update. So it's a little something something,
It
but
is, it
Sony
is.
just pulled a move with Spider-Man's next chapter, and it's shaking up the release calendar slightly.
Yes. So every single time we've been talking about Beyond the Spider-Verse, it's been pushed to the right, push to the right, push to the right, later, 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 right?
Right.
Now we get it pushed up a week. So it was originally June 25th,
Mm,
2027, and now it's June 18th, 2027, which I'm kind of like really happy about because like it's happening it's like it's happening during the week I think of like Father's Day.
mm,
Um, And now it's gonna be 1 week after How to Train Your Dragon, but the same week as like the Pixar Gato film that we were talking about, the Black
Right.
Cat. So
And that's another original. And
yes, yes.
these originals are really having a lot of things to compete against.
Yeah, so I was never really like, I don't know, I don't like cats. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm allergic to cats. It's just cats and I get along. Like I
Yeah.
hang out with like one of my friends and she's got 2 cats and they always want to be around me. I just break out in hives. So,
So I did as a kid. Luckily I outgrew mine. But
yeah.
as a kid, my eyes would like tear up and get itchy and stuff.
Yeah. But I'm happy that we're getting still news about Brand New Day, or sorry, not Brand New Day, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and it's positive, and I'm
Yeah.
happy about that.
Yeah. Like no matter how slight of a move it is, at least it's in the, like you said, in the progressive positive
In the
manner.
right direction,
Right,
or
right.
in the left direction. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
On your left. So,
yeah.
anyways. Oh, speaking of that, that was also another thing in the Marvel Zombies. Did you see when
Yeah.
Was it Ant-Man's head, Scott Lang's head?
I think I
He
think
said
so.
on your left or something.
Yeah. Somebody had said on your left, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Because Cap was already very much a zombie by the time that we saw him.
Very much. And by the time that was said, half a zombie Cap was already kind of smushed too.
Yeah, because he was only half.
And Red Guardian was so excited about him defeating him.
The fight I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I love how Elena's like, nobody's gonna write about this.
Yeah.
We're jumping back into the zombies, but it's that good. It's that good. So
It is that good.
so Vision Quest might finally give us the return of a character fans never thought they'd see again, but have been strongly hoping for so long.
So we got like a little bit of a tease about one of the Maximoffs reincarnated. So they had they talked about a release window and a secret character that was kind of probably revealed. And both of these speculations or whatever rumors, leaks that you want to call them, came from the Cosmic Circus, Alex Perez. So he said them both in the same interview. So we don't know if 100% it's true. It's a rumor, right?
Well, say what you gotta say, and I got a little something to back it up a little bit more, actually.
Okay. So he had said that Marvel Studios is reportedly planning to release Vision Quest around mid to late 2026, and that the real identity of, I will not be able to pronounce that person's name. Do you know how to pronounce?
I don't. Ruarid Malika? I don't know.
Yeah. Malika's character in Vision Quest is to be teased to be Tommy Maximoff's reincarnation. So what do you have your news to back this up? Like,
I think it's definitely
it.
Tommy. I think it's 100%. It's just about him playing Tommy. I think 100% that's who that is. Because just look at the age of him. We see, the reincarnation of Billy already, and this guy's looks very close to, he could be that same age, right around the same age. Also on IMDb Pro, when I was looking at, about every 3 days I pull a Vision Quest and try to check the confirmed actor list. He's a confirmed actor on there. Now, where you have some people that we know whose character they are, his character, where it would say underneath his name, just says actor. They're not releasing who it is, but he is 100% going to be in that. I think it's got to be nobody else but Tommy.
Yeah. So. Well, there was somebody that was supposed to be playing him before, and I don't think that they're playing him anymore. I don't even know if they're attached to the series still, and I didn't grab their name.
Yeah. We talked about it before a few months ago, I think, didn't we?
Yeah. About the rumor of that person was Tommy, but now we have a new person. So who knows? We'll see. I'm excited for Vision Quest, and
so much.
They're just kind of waiting. They said that it's going to be either after Spider-Man Brand New Day and before Doomsday, is when the series is supposed to come out. Around that time frame.
I'm just ready for it. I don't care. Like the sooner the better. I hope it's Spider-Man Brand New Day is what, July? Isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. Spider-Man always comes out in July. I don't know. I'd be cool if we get it before Spider-Man. I hope we get it before Spider-Man. I hope something happens. They're like, you know what?
No,
Let's
it's
just go ahead
supposed
and
to be
release this.
late. It's supposed
I
to be
know.
late
I know.
2026.
I bet we get this probably around like September because we have Avengers Doomsday in what, December, I think.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think they'll probably find that halfway mark to keep us eating good and talking about them, pacing it throughout the year.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Also, I think Marvel is supposed to be getting close to at NYCC. I think
Hmm.
there's rumor. This just popped in my head. I didn't put this on our list, but NYCC, which I think is October. I think it's October 10th, the 11th, 12th, something like that. But
Yeah.
rumor is Marvel is going to release their TV slate for 2026
Mm.
or in 2027 or something like that. Because we just have the movie slate. I think we don't have confirmed dates for all the TV show stuff next year.
Okay. Yeah.
So rumor is I think that they might be releasing the full TV Disney Plus slate. So hopefully here in a couple weeks we get some more solid dates on some of this stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm excited about that now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
but
Two
it's also
weeks.
rumor,
Just
so
gotta
we'll
wait
see.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yay! Either it'll be confirmed or not. So,
yeah. But let's see. So one Marvel Stars wrap post is turning heads for more than just the movie news.
yeah. So we know that Avengers Doomsday wrapped their filming. We talked about that last week. But Shang-Chi decided that he was going to post a couple of pictures that he's complete and he's shirtless. Just showing off the bod over some type of ocean, and I'm like, all right, you do you. Good for you,
Well,
Shang-Chi.
hearing like how strenuous like their diets and their workout plans are while they're filming these films,
Hmm.
like I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, well, show it off as much as you can because I put in some hard work to get this, but it's crazy. Like I think I've watched some stuff with like Chris Hemsworth. It's pretty extensive, and like how
Hmm.
quick they're able to get them to transform their body, like when it comes time for a Marvel film,
Yeah,
while they've been like in between films or whatever.
yeah.
But a fan art Doomsday pic has just landed, and
Yeah.
I posted. We don't normally post fan art stuff on our Facebook wall, but I had to
But it
post
looks
this.
so good.
It looks so good, and I feel like Marvel should hire this guy and do this for every character it's going to be in this, just for like social media marketing.
Ooh.
That would be cool because this is
Yeah,
beautiful.
so yeah, it's a James Marsden. So you got your Cyclops picture, and he says, "There's only doom."
Yeah,
And I was just like, dude, this
that's
looks so
beautiful.
good. Like, yeah, I like the like how it actually like looks like him and a little bit like aged as to what he would look like now as
Yeah.
Cyclops. I'm really enjoying that, and I think that like especially if this even if this person doesn't get hired by Marvel, I think that like if they could do like fan art for the confirmed like actors of just
hmm
the X-Men and make that same background kind of go streamless between all of them, and it's like a
Yeah.
collage of all. I think that would be so neat.
What reminded me about like that would be cool if they did this with like all the Avengers Doomsday characters is that like it reminded me very similar to actually how James Gunn did the Superman people with the streaky Superman colors in that background, and they did
Yeah.
like the Daily Planet people, then
Hmm.
the heroes and the villains.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
reminded me like of a version of that, but heavily. I mean, different, but I don't know. I loved it. I
Yeah.
love how they did that with DC, and I was like, man, this is sick. I really wish that Marvel would do something like this.
Yeah. Marvel, get on DC's level. I'm saying it. All right. Look,
Oh,
it's really
oh,
nice. It's really cool. All right.
it is. It's
You can
beautiful.
feel however you want to feel about it, but they did their posters right.
They did. They really did. So kind of last thing to wrap us up on for Marvel today is could Quicksilver be racing back into the MCU? Evan Peters just gave us a reason to think so.
Yeah, he was talking about how he would like to return as Quicksilver and reunite with Magneto, and I'm here for it. I absolutely love him as, Quicksilver, and I absolutely love to see him like working with
Yeah.
Magneto and how that all would look like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely here for this. A lot of people are also talking to like, well, but because there's also the rumor that we're going to get to see a version of Wanda with, with Magneto,
Mm,
in like another universe, and it's all pure rumor, and we'll get
yeah.
Polaris, the sister, and we'll get to see kind of like the hierarchy of them ruling. But then like, what about Aaron Taylor Johnson? Because that's who was with Wanda. I mean, Elizabeth Olsen, who's teased in this. So would that be fair? But then we also did get him as a fake brother in WandaVision. So what would you like to see if you had to choose between one of the two?
Well, according to like one of the lines of comics, like the whole reason why Wanda Maximoff actually started working with Magneto was because of her brother, Quicksilver.
Hmm.
So I feel like if the three of them were to actually show up in that alternate universe like together, that would make a lot of sense, Spence. But that's what I would like. I would like to see all three of them, Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver, like together,
Right.
working together. And then eventually, I think that Quicksilver died, I think, in that comic line or something. And it doesn't have to be that way, but you know.
Yeah, but also like which actor would you like to see since we have both of them as Quicksilvers? The one that was with Elizabeth Olsen that was from the MCU, Aaron Taylor Johnson, uh, or would you want the X-Men Fox universe, which is Evan Peters?
I would want Evan Peters. Just
Yeah,
because it's like the alternate dimension and
it
like
can be
because
a
it was like when
weird
you
twist.
saw when you saw him in a WandaVision, he
Hmm.
was like, "Hey sis," like he was very much like, "You are my sister," and he's like, and she was kind of like questioning it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In
So yeah.
WandaVision, we found out that really wasn't her brother at all. It was all a complete
Yeah,
facade.
but if it's like a different universe and she still looks like her, because he
Mm,
very quickly recognized that
right.
she is her, right? She
Yeah,
is,
yeah. Yeah, and
his
it being in a
sister.
different universe, they
So
can choose. They can make it work whichever way. Yeah, I would rather
yeah,
see Evan Peters. I love Evan Peters and so much stuff that he does. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think it would be kind of weird to bring Aaron Taylor Johnson back into that role, even for a quick scene, just for a simple fact of
he's
Craven and stuff that was just recently
yeah,
done.
but she had was he the one that played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron
Uh
where
huh.
okay,
He's
and then he died.
yeah, from Saving Hawkeye.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So like that would also be like weird. I don't know, but it's
But it's
also
another
a different
universe.
universe.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I agree though. If we had a choice, I think Evan Peter would be the more fun one. I think that would be the everybody. I like both of them, but I think Evan Peter would
Yeah.
be more
And
fun.
everybody in the comments, Jamie and AD both said that it's Evan Peters. So here we
There we
go.
go. There we go.
Fundamentals is
The
putting
tribe
it
has spoken.
in.
But yeah. So we got a couple things in DC to talk about. You ready to jump over that?
hmm
So let me tell you. Peacemaker just dropped an episode that might be the wildest, most unhinged one yet. This is one of two episodes that James Gunn said is the craziest thing he's ever done to date on screen, but he's very
hmm
proud of it, and it's also leading as a prequel to Man of Tomorrow. Where do I start? So I was right.
The
A lot of
beginning.
the internet is right. Yeah.
Okay.
Come to find out, this is dimension that the Nazis won,
Okay.
and the swastika is on the American flag.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go. Okay.
yeah, and uh, the name of this episode is "Ignorance is Chris," like ignorance is bliss,
hmm
and so Peacemaker is just so caught up into his dad being a loving person to him, his brother being alive, and him being the hero and not being the bad guy. He's so caught up in that he does not pay attention of his surroundings. Well, Harcourt as Vigilante and Economos go through the dimension to like we gotta
hmm
bring him back. And first thing they all know is they're like, why is there no people of color in here? This is just weird. But anyways, so a couple of them go to Argus building, a couple of them stay in Chris Peacemaker and his dad and brother's house,
hmm
and Economos and Ads both standing there, and ads throughout the scene. She's like, "Hey, I want to just walk around." She's kind of curious, like look around, see what's in this. He's like, "No." He's like, Economos just being the big bitch he is. He's like, "I'm ready to go back into the other dimension. I don't even want to be here." So, anyways, she's like, I'm gonna walk down the sidewalk." She's walking down the sidewalk, and she's the only person of color there. And then, like,
Oh no.
you see people like screeching on the car, like rolling the windows down, like looking at her like crazy. People like jumping out in the middle of the road, running to like banging on doors and like, look,
Yeah.
look. And then you see Peacemaker's brother drive through, jump out of the car, and he's like, a black. One of them got out. And then it literally cuts to the scene where they're all chasing her down the road like this. And she's like running for her life. And that's kind of where that episode ends. And it's like, oh my
Jesus.
God. And like Harcourt's at Argus. And she literally told him, she's like, something's not right with this. You don't belong here. But even if you not belong here. And she's like, do you not realize? Like, look around. He's like, what are you talking about? And then literally like grabs one of those flags I was telling you about that's always been kind of hidden on the desk and pulls it up. They roll it out, and there's the Nazis. Like it's wild. This is the shortest episode. Another wild thing about this, Lex Luthor's in this episode. Nicholas Hoult.
Oh shit! All right. All right.
Yep.
They
So
cooking. All right.
Rick Flag Sr. Goes to visit him in Belle Reve, and he's like, listen, I want to make a deal with you. And Lex is like, well, what's in this for me? He's like, freedom? He's like, nah. He's like, I'll get you moved into another prison that's not Belle Reve, so you're not around all these metahumans, right? Because he hates metahumans. And I think they kind of tease some creature commandos in this scene. So Lex mentions that he is tired of being around a glowing character with cartoon eyes, which I think is Dr. Phosphorus.
Okay.
And then
I can see that. Yeah.
and then he
Well, he
mentions
didn't have eyes though.
cartoon
It was
like
a skull.
yeah, I don't know. I think I could be wrong the way I said that, but I'm a glowing character. We know that's in the DCU, and he's a glowing person. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's in that prison, and then he mentioned. I think maybe someone like Killer Croc might be in there because I think he said something about a man that's covered in scales on his body or something like that.
Okay.
But anyways, so he's pretty much working it with the deal, and from like some of the interviews with James Gunn and like the podcast that they do after the show, James kind of said that where we see why it was so important for Nicholas Hoult and Lex Luthor and Frank Grillo's character Rick Flag Sr. to meet is because what they're about to do is the start of what creates a huge thing in the Man of Tomorrow. Them pretty much human against metahuman thing. So that was pretty cool to see him. And Lex is also walking with a cane, I guess, because of Crypto knocking him down. Still, he's like got hurt pretty bad, in that scene in Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. There is a little teaser that dropped, I think, today or yesterday of what is going to happen in the next episode. And so James Gunn also said David Cornsweat, Superman, is not in this. He's like, Cornsweat is upset with me because he wanted to be in this so bad. He's like, we thought about it. He's like, but just, it didn't make sense. It didn't need to have the right flow for him to be in it. But this little teaser scene is like in a shadowy area, and Frank Grillo goes, Luthor said, I'm paraphrasing here, something about Luthor said you could help me. And it shows like the shoulder of a character, and kind of like right here, it looks like David Cornsweat. I think it's the Bizarro. I think it's Ultraman.
Okay.
Ultraman.
Yeah, the bad one.
You hear his voice, and it sounds like David Cornsweat.
Okay.
But it sounds like a darker Cornsweat, and all he says is, "What's in it for me?" And it goes off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. This series is just insane. But yeah, it's pretty wild. And like this dimension that they're in, a lot of people are saying this is like from the comics. I think it was called like Dimension X or something like that. So that's kind of like where he's pulling inspiration from this universe that Peacemaker's, trying to feels like he's accepted in, but then didn't realize there is no acceptance really in this universe.
Oof,
so it's wild. Yeah. So speaking of Man of Tomorrow, James Gunn may have tipped his hand at Superman's next big villain, and fans are thinking they know exactly who this is.
Yeah, so he posted a picture of the script, and on the script is a brain. Like a whole human head with a brain in it, and everyone's like, oh.
And that ain't no
They're teaming
human
up.
brain.
It's not.
I mean, it don't.
I mean, it looks weird. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're absolutely
yeah.
right. It doesn't look like I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of brain it would be, but yeah, um, Brainiac's brain.
Yeah,
Brain?
like someone that's not human. So I think.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Well, I don't really know much about Brainiac, but
Mhm.
who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
I
I'm still
gotta.
voting for the Court of Owls, like I said last week. That's what I want.
Well, that was in Batman though.
Yeah. True.
This is. Yeah.
So
I still want them in the DC universe.
I don't care. I don't care how they get there. I want them.
But yeah, I think it's definitely Brainiac. Super excited. I think this is cool. I just hope they do Brainiac, and I'm sure James Gunn will, just because of how comic accurate his stuff looks. They don't do him like they did the leader in Captain America: Brave New World. The original artwork we've seen for that, not trying to trip into Marvel, of we've seen the original artwork of what he's going to look like. That would have looked cool because it would have looked like the leader, and then they did that weird look that we got, and it just looks like crap. But anyways. Man, yeah, I don't know. I'm super pumped. This DCU's getting me excited every week. Like, I expected to enjoy Peacemaker because I really enjoyed the first season, just in lieu of the comedy. Just the comedy is worth it, but to bring in the comedy, oh my god, I will tell you this. It's probably the best acting in this episode I've seen John Cena do. Like, I know we've talked to him about.
Is that really saying much though?
No. Like, once you all see this, just think of like when you and AD finally sit down and get the reveal of what this dimension is. Just remember that. But no, there's like a scene where it's like so. I would say like this episode was almost no comedy. It was actually very serious and straightforward, where like every episode's full of comedy, but with serious stuff. This was like it was way shorter episode. It started only 35 minutes when the others have been 45, 50. But this was like almost no comedy in it. The only comedy in it was mainly Vigilante, and Vigilante was like obsessed with, I'm going back into Peacemaker. Vigilante was obsessed with finding his duplicate self.
Okay.
So, like, you also have, like, him on a side voyage doing it when they told him not to do it. He walks in his house, and, like, his dad's gay in the normal universe or whatever, and his mom's, he lives with his mom who's single, who's annoying as shit. And he walks in, he sees his mom and dad both on the couch. He looks over, he's like, huh, my dad's not gay in this universe? That's funny. And then James Gunn's like, no, it's more like his dad's scared to come out of the closet because of the universe that they're in.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But he goes down to the basement, finds his duplicate self, and they literally do the Spider-Man thing.
Okay, so that makes so much more sense because I saw the meme of that, and I was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I think he literally says, let's do the Spider-Man meme. So he mentions the Spider-Man in this DC universe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to, like, stay on this. I was probably getting ready to move on, but I feel like there was, like, one more thing with Vigilante that was hilarious. When they went to go to the other universe, he brought, the rest of the team in. They're getting ready to set this doorway up to get into it in his basement. And they walk in, and there's probably millions of dollars stacked up on the shelves, pallets of cocaine, and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
And they're like, why are you just keeping this in your basement? He's like, because the people I save and the drug lords I shut down. And they're like, this is a lot of money. You're like, why? He's like, this is blood money. He goes, and I'm not about to give this back to the cops because we know what they will do with it, and it will be abused, it will be used, and da-da-da. He's like, and I can't use blood money. He's like, so I keep it safe down here so it doesn't ever get misused and it can come here to die or something like that. And then,
that reminds me of like the Joker when he was like on top of all that money and he like lit it on fire.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, in Dark Knight.
And then in the basement, they open up the closet to like set up the portal because you have to set up in a doorway. And he has a closet full of rare Beanie Babies he collects. And like the joke is like he's always like naming animal facts, and now we're thinking that maybe a lot of people are theorizing that maybe he don't really know animal facts from knowing animals. It's just what the facts from Beanie Babies have told him.
Oh,
Oh,
that's amazing.
it's hilarious. But yeah, that kind of wrap it up with that. I'm telling you, y'all, I can't wait till y'all watch Peacemaker and we get to talk about it like off screen because it's
Okay.
wild.
It's
But
coming. It's coming. It's
yeah,
on its
yeah,
way.
we got one thing in Star Wars today, so we'll jump over into that.
All right.
Oh, the Galaxy's Favorite Duo just released a teaser trailer.
Yeah. So we got a little Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, and it's a little trailer. But I was surprised to see Sigourney Weaver in it because I didn't know that she was supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
actually in this. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I knew she was going to be in it, but it looks pretty good. It overall looks pretty decent. I love the artwork that they did for like like we just showed because it looks like one of those old timey 1930s movie posters, but
Hmm.
the Western ones. It has a John Wayne feel to it. The art
Hmm.
way they used to do his artwork. So I love it because this is more like a space western type. That's how Mandalorian is. So I thought it
Yeah.
was pretty cool that they gave that inspiration behind the artwork for the poster. But yeah, I'm super excited. We're going to get to see characters in here that we have only got small teases of before. That's been heavy in the animated series, and
Hmm.
like Zeb. I think this is the right name. The big
Yeah.
purple alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm super anxious, nervous, and excited all in one to see this movie. I want it to be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like I think I'm on the more of a nervous side
Hmm.
um of what they're gonna do with it just 'cause I don't know. Like I think that Star Wars has just let me down so much lately that I'm just kind of like it's a bit a bit. Um so I don't know. I'm just kind of just like I'm gonna go and watch it, but like
Hmm.
am I really like excited for it? Not really, but who knows? By the time May 22nd comes around when it's supposed to come out, maybe I'll be more excited. Who knows?
I'm gonna stay excited. I just really hope it doesn't let me down. Hopefully, this will be like a good kickstart to you know giving us a good feeling about Starfighter is going to be good.
Oh no,
This.
I already know that Starfighter's going to be good. That's not even the one that I'm worried about. It's this one. Yeah, I'm more excited about Starfighter than I am for Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh.
I said what
Ah.
I said. I said
Yeah.
what I said. I
Hey.
know. I know.
What?
I
Only
know.
time will tell, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But man, we got a plethora of things. An educated wish, so going to get that going.
Let's go.
So Alien Earth just closed its season with a finale that turned the entire story upside down and has us on the edge.
They better come out with the season two. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Man,
Um, God, it looks so good with the two xenomorphs when they were just kind of like hanging out together. I was like, wow,
yes.
this is amazing. Um, yeah, and Wendy, is like the leader, and that we always thought she was going to be. But then, like, when they were sitting inside of like the jail cell or whatever,
Hmm.
and she like shut down like all of the cameras or whatever, and then Boy Genius like came up and like was like, "Oh, I want to tell you a story," and she did like that, and she just opened the door and was like, "Go ahead." And I
That
was like,
that look on his face.
"Ma'am," he's like,
Yeah.
"We can't keep them for long," and she's like, "No, I'm just sitting here like." I don't need to be out there because I have my
Yeah.
xenomorph, my adult xenomorph that's going around doing the things.
That and the way she
Yeah.
touches the screen and has control over the stuff from other places, like her power. I get her powers. I guess her technical, her
I would call them
technology,
powers. Yeah.
her technology that gives her this power to do this, like, is
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
But oh my god, this was so good. I'm gonna be so mad if they don't do a season two, because like I don't want this to end. Like I want to see more. I will say it, and I will stand on this. This is my favorite Alien production out of all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I would say that, but definitely enjoyed it from the start to the end. I know that we were talking about how the first episode was kind of a little bit dry.
Hmm.
But I stand by what I said when I was watching it, that I really did feel like it was needed to build up to what we had to start like the show, so you could really
Right.
understand where they were, why what was going on. Um, yeah, because you see Prodigy like ships like coming in.
Yeah.
Um, God, there's just like so many things that I just can't wait to see. Oh, the eye monster. Oh, the eye monster like going
Yeah.
into Arthur's face, and I was like, here we go.
I think if they keep, if I think they would be doing themselves a disservice if they don't start including that species now from here on out in the Alien movies.
Oh my
Like,
God, I can't. I
I think
can't.
that
I want it so bad.
that species, I think, is giving the xenomorph a real close run for its money and
Oh
being
yeah.
and being like level with the favorite.
Yeah. I kind of I wonder if they're gonna start making like little you know how they have like little plushie dolls of face huggers?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
I want a plushie doll of the the eye with like making it look like
yeah.
like a octopus.
So I don't have it anymore. I think if I do, it's in storage somewhere. I had a replica of a real life face hugger that was meant to actually wrap around your face, and it had posable legs and stuff, and the tail wrapped around your neck. Yeah,
Damn.
I bought it when helped throw on a cryptids, aliens, and paranormal show, and I
Okay.
just bought a whole bunch of alien, cryptid, and ghost, just fun stuff, random stuff to wear and throw on, and that was one of the things was a face hugger. Yeah, and like
That's amazing.
after watching this, I'm like, it wasn't bad quality, but now I'm like, I kind of want to get another one, but I kind of want it to be better quality. Like I don't know, but I I think they will do a season two. I think that this was so well received. They had great
Yeah.
viewership on this, but
Yeah, no, I mean like we heard that the FX showrunner literally said that they wanted this director to do another 2 to 3 more years of Alien,
mhm,
and I think if they really do it, like they could do it well. And I mean, like with how amazing I thought that the first season was, I know that I watched the new Rockstar breakdown, and they said that they had like plot holes and issues with it
mm,
and stuff, but man,
I don't care.
I hate to agree. I hate to disagree. Like I usually
Yeah.
agree with like a lot of the things that New Rockstar says, but I really enjoyed this series.
Yeah, I did too. I actually watched. I didn't get to watch their breakdown on this last episode yet, but I did watch their breakdown. There's a couple things they said on Marvel Zombies that they didn't care for, but I actually disagreed on that. So I'm like, you know what? It's healthy though for us not to fully agree with everybody all the time. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think this is so solid. I think this is probably, I will say, in my my top five favorite streaming shows on any
Hmm.
platform in the past 10 years, as in just for shows in general. It
Yeah.
is so well done.
Oh yeah.
It, and man, it's just the acting, the actors. Like once again, I know I say this almost every time we talk about it, but them acting like little kids and there's different facial expressions, like they
Hmm.
just nailed it. They just so
Yeah.
nailed it.
The actors that they got to play these roles, like we were saying before, like are really brand new. This is something that we've never really seen any of them before. And to see them like really do these roles and do them right, like I'm like
Hmm.
I'm shocked and absolutely amazed with how they were able to portray being an adult but being a kid at the same time,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
for sure. And I'm not going to surprise we start seeing them trickling into new productions from here on out. And Kyle
Hmm.
Chandler's daughter, like, yeah, I guarantee you, we're going to definitely see her in some more stuff too. Her just being the lead role and this being her debut breakout role, like,
Yeah.
great, so phenomenal.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Jamie. Like Nibs was just
Oh man,
absolutely badass. Like, oh God, like everything that she was doing from like the
yeah,
episode 7 into 8, I'm like, all right, she is an issue and I am uncomfortable. Like,
yeah.
do not fuck with her. Got it. Will not.
Yeah, I really hope this is something like if we get to season 2, I hope it's not like another 2 or 3 year wait, like some of this streaming stuff is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so I don't know when they started taping this, but like, it seemed to happen pretty fast. Like, because we knew that they were like talking about doing it, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden it was like they had the little teaser trailer
Yeah,
that came
I
out during something.
I feel like we covered it for about
We
10
did,
months from start to
yeah,
finish, wouldn't you say?
yeah,
Like when we first
yeah,
got word of it was going to happen, and then to when it came out.
yeah.
So I mean, and that's not
Um,
bad timing. I mean, a year
that's
is not bad.
also like finding the actors
Yeah,
and the director and all of that. So they already have that piece going for them. So they just need to start on the script. And I have a feeling like they already were starting
yeah.
on the script is like a little like what I'm thinking.
Just
Um,
in case, you know.
yeah, just in
Yeah.
case, you know. So I'm hoping that it's gonna come out next year. Like maybe around the same time or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like a yearly thing. I'm really enjoying these yearly
Yeah.
um shows that I know that like okay, I'll only have to wait a year. Like okay.
Well, it's crazy, like where some of these streaming platforms have gotten the space in between their shows. I mean, something's been 2 to 3 years, and even back when there was TV. I mean, usually you got a yearly thing. And they have to learn or find a way to tighten in that space because I think they would get more viewership. They can make more money if they learn how to make these happen in a consistent, proper time. You're going to lose people's interest and you lose viewership when you have them spread out 2 to 3 years apart every time. So
Yeah, but you also can't just crank them out that it just like feels that monotonous, you know?
right, right,
Where it's just like, okay, well, I know that I have, you know.
right. But the Walking Dead spinoff just raised the stakes with one of Daryl's toughest choices yet. We have episode 3, El Sacrificio. So pretty much this whole episode spent with Carol still bothering Daryl that we need to help them, and he's like, "Nah, fuck them. We need to get home." And so he's more worried about trying to get parts to fix their boat that shipwrecked. That I was telling you about that landed on the beach.
Hmm.
So he's like working. He's like with this guy that they helped. He's the guy that they helped save that couple that was trying to escape.
Hmm.
And as they're like trying to find boat parts, and he introduces people, him and Daryl finally by the end of this episode, Daryl starts feeling compassion for him because the deal was they made throughout this episode. He's like, "I hope you get your boat parts, but take me and my lady, with you to America. We just don't want to live underneath this treatment and this way of life." And by the end of this, Daryl connected with him, and he's like, "I'll take you." Uh,
Okay.
but while that's going on, we also are focusing over here with Carol and the lady, and the family in the homestead village area, I guess you want to call it. And she starts feeling guilty because they didn't choose her, but they chose another girl. So naturally, they're excited she didn't get picked as a wife to take to this other village, but that other person was like a close friend, family member type thing. And so now she decides to volunteers tribute and go. And so as Daryl and her man are walking back in because they got boat parts, they find out she was just escorted off as tribute to be taken as a wife to the other village because she feels like
Damn.
yeah. And so yeah, yep. So that's pretty much what happened in that episode. So I'm excited to see what happens tonight because obviously I know shit's going to hit the fan. So. But I'm
Okay.
curious to see if they survive this season and they actually make it to America with them, or if only one of them, or if none of them.
Hmm.
It'd be interesting to find out. So it'd be crazy if even one of them do though, because the last season they helped that little boy from France escape and
Yeah.
fly over to America, and now they're
Hmm.
trying to help a couple from Spain get to America. Of like, oh, y'all trying to bring all kinds of people. But anyways, Gen V just dropped an episode that proves the world is only getting darker.
Yeah,
Woo!
so we really got to see more of God, this episode was just like really good.
It is.
So we what's her face that does the blood bending?
Mm-hmm.
J. It starts with a J. Yeah. No.
Oh my god.
No. I totally spaced her name, and I'm sorry. But the girl that does the blood bending, like we get to see her really training hard with
Marie.
Cypher. Marie. Why did I think it
Hmm.
was a J? I don't know. Anyway, so Marie has been really training hard with Cypher, and she kind of does like the whole like hand thing where she thinks she's gonna like move things
Yeah.
with blood in it, because before we saw Marie using like a knife to cut her hand and then using her own blood to blood bend.
Hmm.
But now I like everybody is learning how to use their powers in a different way, uh, because that's what superheroes do, is that they like,
Yeah.
you know, gradually, or villains even, like learn to use their powers in other ways. So now she's learning that she can sense blood and like other things. So like at first it was blood bags, which is why it's called bags, and she moved it from one table to another, and she didn't have to use her hand. She could just like close her eyes and she just like levitated them. Then she did it with a goat. Uh,
Kind
and
of.
then yeah. It got pretty gruesome at the end there. He's like, just don't pop the blood bag, and he was calling the goat the blood bag, whose name was Elon Musk. Um, and as like she's doing it, like she ended up like bursting the blood bag and the goats everywhere. But then like while that's happening, she also senses Cypher's blood. And then that
Hmm.
was really cool because now she's like, Marie was like, all right, well, Cypher has human blood. Like, he's a human. So now they're going through all of this. Like, how did he become a dean? Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they think that he doesn't have V, right, in his blood. So like, all right, his
Hmm.
secret is he's human. But then they see them sneak into the room. They see the man in the capsule, and it's his own man. He plays off like it's his dad. I'm
Godolphin,
telling you,
yeah.
it's not. It's him. And the reason I here's my theory: like they don't sense V in his blood because there is no V in the body of the blood that's who is you see a Cipher. But
Yeah.
the powers is in the guy in the capsule, and he
It,
somehow is like he can transform his powers in his mind into people's bodies,
yeah,
because
which
we
is how we got to see him do it with
yes yes
the
Jordan
yes, thank you. It was
yes
like the trans. What do they call her? Because they called
I
her the body bender or the
gender
blended
bender
gender bender. That's right,
blood
gender
bender
bender.
versus gender bender.
Yeah. Yeah. So so we got to see him do it that way. So I'm like, how many people can he like tag team? And is it like a distance thing, or
I
like
don't
you know
know.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
also, this man, Cypher hasn't aged, so we still don't know that a fact of like
that's
how that
true. Yeah,
happened.
that's true. Because he looked the same
Like
when she was born as a baby.
yeah, and so does Godolkin, is who we're assuming is in the capsule that they call
Hmm.
him. That's my dad or whatever. He hasn't even aged either. Like from when we saw him in the whatever episode that we got to see his body crisp up from the fire. Same.
Well, he looks like he's aged. I mean, he looks like an old, crispy, scarred guy to where he was a
Okay.
younger, burnt guy from the flashback. But he's pretty much like what a hyperbaric chamber, keeping him alive, type
Yeah.
thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. This series is wild though. It's I like this. I think I like this season better than the last season.
I like, well, yeah, because like I'm always talking about how I like to watch the growth of a character.
Yeah.
So we're really getting to see that in this episode because they're not only growing in their personal lives,
Hmm.
um, but they're also growing in like their superpowers and stuff. So I think that that's really neat.
Yeah, and we also get to see Emma kind of regain control back over her powers of shrinking and stuff as well. Although
Yeah.
I think that there's still something there that's not right because she's like, "What'd you think of?" And she's like, "Don't worry about it."
No, she
Uh,
said that she didn't think of anything at all. Like, so
uh,
maybe she's
do you think
always been
she's
in her
lying though,
head.
or do you think she's being for real about it?
No, I think that she was being for real about it.
Oh,
Like
okay,
that, I think that this is like her growing as her,
nice.
um, superhero character self,
Right.
right? That like she's realizing now that she doesn't need to shame herself or think amazing about herself to either shrink or grow. That like maybe she doesn't need to do that. Just like
Right.
how Marie is now finding out that she doesn't need to cut her hand to use her own blood to make people fly, like she made Jordan
Yeah.
fly. So,
Yeah, I was nervous that Jordan was about to die on this.
oh
Like
yeah, no, I thought that
I'm
she was
like
gonna
she's
make
about
her
to.
explode.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
me too. When it didn't happen, I was shocked because we all know like one thing about the boys. You know, any universe of the boys, they're not afraid to kill people off like that without you thinking
Oh yeah.
twice. So.
Hmm.
Oh, but yeah, I'm super excited for the next episode. It's such a solid season.
Yeah.
But a Hunger Games fan favorite just got a shocking younger version reveal on set.
Yeah. We got the set photo of young Haymitch. So this is supposed to be coming out in November of next year. So, we're just getting
Yep.
things here and there.
We're still waiting, on Taylor just to watch Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes so she can get caught up on everything, and then we'll be ready to watch this and review it for you guys.
I don't need to watch it. Me too.
Oh, I'm gonna keep giving you shit. But anyways,
I know.
another thing, we have a horror legend that is returning with a sequel that I don't think anybody expected.
Yeah. So they have the course of La Laura,
La Llorona.
La Llorona. That's how you say it. That's right. So according to the scooper Daniel Rickman, who we've quoted here a couple of times.
Many times.
Yeah. So they're doing a sequel of the Lorna.
Yeah, the Curse of La Llorona.
Yeah, yep, thank you. And it's under development and it's going to be called The Revenge of La 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 La. I'm just going to butcher it every time now. It's okay. It's fine.
She's like, as long as I throw the L's in there. La 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 la
La la la la la.
Oh man. Speaking of horror stuff, the most unexpected character from Weapons is getting their own spotlight, and I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so we've been talking about how you saw Weapons in theaters, then I finally got to see Weapons, and now they're doing a prequel, and they're gonna talk, and it's gonna be about Aunt Gladys, and I'm super excited about it because, like, dude, like, there's so many questions about like
so many.
What? Yeah.
Well, when we did our review of this, the one thing I think that's what I said before. Did we see it at the same time talk about it, or did we? You
No,
watched it a little bit a week later.
I probably watched it about 2-3 weeks later. 'Cause
Yeah,
you watched it in
yeah.
theaters, and then I didn't get to watch it until it came to video
That's
on
right.
demand.
So, like, I did like a spoiler-free thing, I think is what I did, review of it, because I knew you were still going to watch it. But one thing I had mentioned, if everybody remembers, is I was like, this is such a great movie. I was like, the only complaint I would say about this is there's kind of like no backstory of knowing why this woman is the way she is or how she gets what she is.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we ever
How'd she
get
figure it
another
out?
movie,
Yeah.
I was like, we ever get a movie of like that explains that, then I have nothing to complain about. And then boom, here we are. Weeks later, they're already announcing this. I'm like, thank you, because this movie, if you've not seen Weapons, go see Weapons. It is good. And you'll forever now want to just randomly in public just start running like this and just mess with people. So
Well, that was always the Naruto run, so I always run like that anyway, because they do more of like a T, like weird running.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, strange. It was so weird.
For sure. Another thing that's so weird and artsy, Frankenstein's Bride just got a reimagined in a way that already has all of us talking with the trailer.
Yeah, so we talked about it before that we knew that Guillermo del Toro was doing the Frankenstein and that Maggie Gyllenhaal was doing the Bride. And we officially got a teaser, like little trailer of it, and it looks good. Like it looks gruesome. It looks, yeah.
Yeah, his
good.
Frankenstein looks pretty cool. It looks pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
The unhingedness of her is like, oh, I cannot wait till this comes out. Like I am so excited for this, and don't expect like this to be at all anything like a natural remake of Frankenstein and the Bride.
Yeah.
But a very artsy, different take, unhinged take on this.
Yeah.
But I'm
I
so
was really
excited.
happy to see how many people I knew in it too, like actor wise. Like
Hmm.
it's a pretty stacked cast as well. So yeah, I'm I'm really excited about
Yeah,
this.
and this is Maggie Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah.
That's directing this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she has Jake Gyllenhaal that's actually in it. He's
Hmm.
actually acting in it,
Yeah.
and you get to see him a little bit in the trailer.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know he was going to be in it when he turned. I
I
think there's a scene where he like turned his face real quick or turned his face. I was like, oh, but yeah,
is he? Yeah,
yeah,
so
I know
he's
that
supposed to
guy.
come out March 6th of 2026. So not too far away.
Hmm.
Unlike some of the things that we talk about, that are like years away. So
Speaking of trailers, though,
yes.
so the town of Derry has some new horrors lurking, and Pennywise isn't the only one to fear. Oh man,
I'm so glad that we finally got a trailer and an actual release date for this. I love everything about it. I love the vibe, the
yes,
60s vibe. I love the just like the actual like accurate
yeah,
time kind of like piece that they put with it, the music, the clothing, the cars, like the set, all of it together, and really just getting to see the origin of Pennywise. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so good.
yeah. It looks so
This comes out
sick.
this comes out less than a month from today, so October 26th.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. I love Pennywise, and I always appreciated the original, but wasn't like huge fan. But
Hmm.
when they remade this, like I have been obsessed with it with Skarsgård's Pennywise. It's one day I'm still going to cosplay as this, and I can't wait. The funny thing is, this trailer made me start looking up prosthetics the other day, and I was like,
Okay,
I can't find a good one that I'm happy with. So now I think I'm going to have to like make a
make
mold
your own.
of my
Yeah.
head to make my own. I'm like, do I want to put in this time and effort? But it would be so worth it, I
Yes.
think. Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, no, because then like we can because New York Comic Con is in October, so there you go.
yeah. Well, I
It's
can't.
a
Yeah.
Halloween. Oh no, not this year. No,
Oh
no, no,
yeah,
no.
next year.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about like
Oh yeah,
going
that'd be
forward from
sick.
here. Like it would be a sick New York Comic
Oh
Con.
yeah.
Like
And that would give me
yeah.
plenty of time to properly build it right and like really put in the time and details in it and not be
Hmm.
rushed. So, but yeah, I think they couldn't have picked a better person to play Pennywise.
Oh yeah,
Skarsgård has
yeah.
just been, yeah,
This is chef's kiss.
yes,
But yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. I really do like everything about it, like how it looks like all cheery into kind of like the same
yeah.
like eerie, like oh no, it's happening. You forgot you were watching it.
But an iconic show is diving back onto the screens. But will it sink or swim this time?
Who knows? We are getting Baywatch again. There is a reboot that's coming to Fox next year. It's for the 2026 to
Oh
2027
boy.
season. So, I've never really been a Baywatch fan.
Uh,
It's never been a thing that I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go watch my Baywatch. I did watch the movie with Zac Efron, and I was like, okay.
mm,
I mean,
yeah, I think if anybody's going to watch this, most of the viewership is probably going to be men and women in their 50s. Because that's the only kind of people that watched it back then. Nobody even goes like today goes back and watch. Let's go rewatch some old Baywatch episodes. Like it's so bad, so bad. But
I don't know, like if the acting or what. I don't know anything about it,
the acting was
honestly.
bad. It was just about seeing people in swimsuits and swim trunks, tanned and in good shape. That's all it was pretty much made for.
Running on a beach.
Yeah, it was the '90s. Come on, so
I mean, I would love to have Mel Brooks to take it and then make it like a spoof or something. I feel like that would be hilarious, and that would be something I would 100% watch. Um, just making fun of a bunch of movies like that or a bunch of like rom-coms. Kind
yeah.
of like movie 43. but like a piece of it, okay. So yeah, that's
Movie
where my brain just
43.
went.
I can see that. But
Yeah,
a
just like little
long-awaited,
pieces. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. A long-awaited horror sequel that we've been talking a lot about and keeping up to date with just found its home, and fans won't have to wait too much longer to watch it.
Yeah, so it's officially streaming on Netflix 28 years later. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's actually really good. You don't need to watch the second one, just watch the first one and then this one. And it's really good. And you got to watch it before Bone Temple comes out in January or something
Yes.
of next year.
And when she says you, she means me. I need to watch it before that comes out.
Shame on you. That's okay.
Yeah. Well,
You'll have a lot of time
we
coming
both have
up.
our things to be shamed on for not watching. So
Yeah,
now this is where she
apparently.
gets her jabs in at me. You haven't watched that yet?
Yeah, because you were the one that was all like, I need to watch this. And I was
I
just like,
know.
I've never watched any of them. And
I
then
know.
I have now watched
All of them.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even
But
AD says it. Shame. This
oh.
is the ringing of the bell. There you go.
The next James Bond might look nothing like what fans are expecting though.
Yeah, so we knew that like who the director was, and it's
Mhm.
Dennis Villeneuve or Villeneuve.
Yeah,
Um,
Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah, and so he's saying that after the production of Dune Part 3 is done, that he's going to be on his like search for James Bond, and there's been a lot of people been like kind of fan casting who they
Yeah.
want James Bond to be, but this very much narrows it down because he wants like an unknown young British male actor. Um,
Right.
so he gave like a specific like age range as well, I think. And there's like a couple of the fan castings that fit in that, but if you want an unknown, person, then your fan castings aren't going to work. Um,
Yeah, because like every fan cast we've seen has been all well-known people.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think this is a smart move, honestly. Like when you are getting ready to bring in another Bond, you are a company that has just taken this title, this franchise over, and you're wanting to do a new launch of storytelling with Bond. I really think, as we spoke before in many other productions, I think this is a smart move to choose someone that's unknown.
mm,
This is a good character to play to help boost and launch a new and upcoming actor. But then also, I think it's going to, not. It's going to be more acceptable and easier to watch without people casting judgment if you throw in a well-known person and people immediately judging it before it even releases just because of who you cast that's well known.
yeah,
So I think this is a smart decision, and I'm here for it. So
yeah. Only time will tell like who we actually get and if it
right.
looks like accurate.
Which I'm still annoyed they won't pick Tom Hiddleston. I don't know. I love Tom Hiddleston, but I don't want to see him as
I
Bond.
couldn't see him as Bond. No,
Yeah, like he's. Have you seen the Night Manager?
no.
So he's kind of like a, I don't know. I wouldn't say Bond, but you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. Like it's a good season. There's only one season out. You should watch it. It's really good.
Okay.
But anyways, so the world of Oz has never looked bigger or darker than it does in this trailer that just dropped.
Yeah, we finally got the final trailer for Wicked for Good,
Yes.
and I'm loving it. I've been very much all about Wicked for years now, and I'm very excited to see how they portray this because I know that they said that there's going to be two new songs that they're going to be putting into it,
Hmm.
into the soundtrack. But as always, it looks absolutely beautiful. You get to see in the trailer that Ariana Grande's Linda character. I have to say it like that every time.
With the head.
That yes. But like you get to see her like in this trailer, like learning how to use her little bubble machine
Her little
that we
foot
got to see in the
press.
first one. Yeah. And I'm very happy and excited to go and see this. This is definitely something I will be going to theaters to go
Oh
see.
yeah, Yeah, same.
Because yeah.
Yeah, and me not ever seeing the show and stuff before, I really enjoyed the first part that came out in theaters, so I can't wait for this. We also get to see Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow a little bit in this too as well. This trailer,
Hmm.
a lot more than
Yeah.
we've seen at all.
Yeah, because really, when this story is taking place, you also have the Wizard of Oz like taking place, where Dorothy comes in and then subsequently leaves. So the Wizard of Oz movie fits into this one. It's just from a different perspective, which is
Hmm.
why it's in the Oz universe. Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost here. It's
I'm
almost
so
here.
excited.
So, Hawkins is facing one last fight, and the trailer just hinted at how massive it's going to be.
Yeah, so they had one last adventure, like a little video that they had posted for season 5 as it comes up here soon. And it was just kind of a little behind the scenes
Yeah,
look with like a couple of the characters talking and about how they've really grown together and like as actors, because nobody really knew who they were before, like
right.
most of the characters, right? And have grown into what they are now. Yeah, I'm excited again, like I say, for this one to be ending. I'll be watching it for the sake of watching it at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I think it definitely needs to end.
Yeah,
Obviously, I'm ready for it to end, but at the same time, I'm super pumped for this. Like I
I got
love Stranger
excited with the
Things.
fact that they said that they're pushing everybody to the max or something. Like I can't remember the exact wordage that they had
Hmm.
said in this, but like how they usually have like one character out there doing something like aggressive or whatever, and then you have like the other people that are just kind of hanging out doing nothing.
Yeah.
They said that's going to be completely different this time, that everybody is going to be in the action, which means that we'll probably have some people actually die, maybe. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. I bet we will.
Yeah, especially because it's the last season. So who knows?
Yeah.
But here we
Uh,
go.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I like that. I love it. It's just another streaming thing that, man, there's so much time gap in between releases. Like, whew.
Yeah.
But I also wonder too if like is it the Duffer brothers, if they since they just signed that new contract with Paramount, I wonder
Hmm.
if they will reuse any of these actors in any of the new projects they do at another studio.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what kind of what they're planning on doing at Paramount Plus,
Hmm.
and if those actors fit into whatever they're
Yeah.
trying to do.
It's just like because they have that strong connection. They've worked with them for so long.
Hmm.
I'll be curious to see if they actually do that or not.
Hmm.
But comedy history is repeating itself with a sequel that we all thought would never happen, and we've been keeping up to date with everything on this. And now we have a picture to share.
Yeah, so Spaceball 2, something we've been talking about for a very, very long time, and it's happening, and we've been talking about it, and we had that little video that we talked
Hmm.
about with Mel Brooks and how you had the screen come up and you were reading it and stuff, and how many movies had come out since then. But they kind of announced a full cast, and then they also produced a behind the scenes photo with a production underway. Yeah,
The
and
table read.
yeah, at the table read. So that's like their behind the scenes photo of all of them just like sitting together. So you have like the stars along with the writers and the director just here at this table read, and I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Um, I'm so excited. I love that Lewis Pullman is actually playing Bill Pullman's son, Lone Star's son, in this.
And is
And that
it
we're
John
gonna.
Candy's son reprising the same role as his dad in this too?
I don't know that for sure.
Okay, I've never seen a confirmation, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff this past week, but I've not been able to dig deep and find like a good source on it or to know if it was just fan talk.
Yeah, I know that his kids talked about the fact that Barf, there was going to be some tribute to Barf in it.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't see for sure anything about them starring in it or like what that tribute is going to actually look like. Um, because Kiki Palmer is supposed to be in this, and we don't know what she's doing.
Right.
But that's what I didn't remember seeing anything about one of his kids being in it.
Yeah, that might have been a fan thing. Like I said, I didn't have time because I actually just pulled up IMDb as we're talking here for the guaranteed cast,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't see him on there listed with some of these people. So it might have just been, you know, how the internet
Yeah.
is, rumor. So
But one that we said that we were hoping to get, and we were like thinking that we were possibly going to get, but they were still working his detail, was Rick Moranis. So the guy that did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
yeah,
and Lord Helmet himself hasn't been in the acting scene for 20 years since his wife passed away, and then he started being a full-time dad. But he actually has agreed to come back for this one, and he's going to be reprising his role, and I am very excited to see him back on screen.
yeah, yeah. Like I feel like I'm so glad he chose to do this because I don't think it would be quite the same if it was someone else. So
Yeah. Yeah.
But James Cameron just unleashed the next Avatar, Fire and Ash, and it looks hotter than anything we've seen before.
Yeah, the trailer of this one actually looks pretty good.
Does.
You get to see a lot of like those like war elements. And it looks yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, considering like how I felt about the last one, I loved the first one, didn't care so much for the second one. This one's instilled a little bit more hope in me.
I did not watch number 2.
Yeah, it's to me it felt like a big filler piece, a filler movie.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, like the fact that they waited like 10 years to have another one come out since the first one.
Yeah.
It was over 10 years actually. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's just for me, I knew that they came out with the first one, they said they were going to do 4 of them, and then they had like that long gap, and I was just like, I just don't care anymore. I'm sorry. Like, you only have my attention span, but for so long. 5
You're pushing
years.
it when it's over a decade.
Yeah. So, I did not watch the Way of the Water, I think is what it was called, or something like that.
The Way of the Water. Yep.
So
You're not
I don't
missing
know.
anything.
I didn't think I was. I didn't see
Yeah.
anything really that positive about that movie. I know that we always talk about how people should go and watch the movies and get their own thoughts
Opinion.
for themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And I would say I'm like that probably about most movies. But this next thing we're going to talk about, you can put as big a gap in this as you want, and I'm going to watch them anyways. But the world's most dangerous spy could be making a comeback, but only if one thing happens first.
So they are teasing Jason Bourne 6. We don't know if any of the actors are involved as Matt Damon or the guy that played him after. I can't remember who his name is.
Well, no, there's only been one person play Matt Damon's character. But we had one the Bourne movie with Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
But Jeremy Renner didn't play Matt Damon. He played another
but he
person
was, like,
that was
the
in that
main-
program. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was still called like a Bourne. Jason Bourne.
Bourne Legacy, I think maybe, or something like that.
I don't know.
I'm a huge. I love the Bourne movies. I think they're so good. But there was a Jason Bourne movie that came out past that with Matt Damon in it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even the last one.
No, because they had the original 3, and then they had the Jeremy Renner one that was number 4, and then he came back for number 5. So now they're talking about making a Jason Bourne 6.
Yep.
The Edward Berger Burger.
I would like a down buggo.
A burger. Sorry. But he's the director that had been attached to this movie since 2023. And recently, in an interview that he did with Empire, he acknowledged that he was still interested in it, but he needs the script to actually be good in order to actually do anything about it.
Yeah, the last Bourne movie that came out was in 2016, and it was just called Jason Bourne. And the one before that was Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner. But yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I enjoyed the Bourne movies. I think they're fun.
Yeah. No, I liked the first 3, and I did like Jason Bourne as well.
Hmm.
It's something that I could see that they very much could do. I don't know if I would want Matt Damon to do it or if I would want them to recast it a new Jason Bourne and start like the series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would not. I don't want to see him recast. I mean, if this is going to be a 6, you can't recast him. I don't think.
Well, no, I mean they still call it James Bond. It's James Bond 26 that's coming out.
Yeah, and Jason Bourne's not his real name, so you're right. Yeah, true, true. Let's see. A cult classic animated movie is riding a wave back into pop culture.
I don't know how we've never actually really talked about this.
Uh-uh.
But I saw this and I was like, I have to add it to the list. Surf's Up. It's a movie that I really did enjoy and I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
They're making a TV series for this, and that's in the works. Did you actually ever watch Surf's Up? Did you?
I watched it once when it first came out. My son, huge fan of it. So actually,
Okay.
he games and streams and stuff. And back his background, like behind him, he had me get him a huge wall art piece. That is, what's the chicken's name?
Dude, I don't even remember.
Oh,
It's been a while.
that rooster, whatever, right there.
Yeah, yeah,
He has a giant cloth with that rooster surfing on it, and that's his background for when he's streaming.
yeah. I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a huge fan. I watched it one time when it first came out. That's it. I'll be straight with you. I don't really
Oh,
remember much of
there
it.
you go.
Chicken Joe. Yep, that's who it is. Yep. Because I remember him telling me he's like I want something big in the background of Chicken Joe, and I was like, who's that? And he sent me a picture. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I watched it more than once, but it's been a hot minute since I've watched it. But now, like talking about it again, I'm definitely probably gonna watch that today. Like when I go back downstairs after the football game,
Nice, nice.
or maybe on a different TV or something while the
Yeah,
football
'cause
game's going
y'all have
on.
2 TVs back to
Yeah,
back.
oh, next to each other. Yeah, yeah, just yeah, gamer
Oh.
life.
See, so Jamie Tart himself has been spotted back in action, and fans are already theorizing.
Hmm.
So, let's see. Is that video you got?
Yeah, so that's Jamie Tart right there in Blonde. So this was on the set of Ted Lasso season 4, and it was previously reported that he wasn't coming back for this season, but
Hmm.
now that people have seen him on set, they've been theorizing if he's actually back or if he's just there to say hello to his old friends because they all
Yeah.
got really close. So
Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing him there when I think it was literally just 2 weeks ago. It was reported he officially was not going to be in this season. So I was like, When you threw that on the list, I was like, that kind of threw me off. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't even care.
yeah,
Any Ted Lasso news, like I'm here for. I'm just ready for this to be done so we can watch it, and
yeah,
so it can be another show that will make the world smile again, because that's what Ted Lasso does. It's such a
believe.
such a wholesome show.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Netflix may be setting up its next big cult obsession.
So, if you guys didn't know, this wasn't something that I was paying attention to, and I just found it because AD and I were sitting on the couch. And we're like, I don't know what to watch now because we had just finished all of the things that we were supposed to watch with Marvel Zombies, Gen V, and Alien. So we were like, I don't know what to put on. So we opened up Netflix, and this was the first thing that popped up. It came out on the 25th, and all 8 episodes are out, and we binge watched it. I don't remember the last episode. I did fall asleep, but that's just because I was tired, not because the show is that like that. But the words that I want to say for Wayward is that if you are interested in Toni Collette, and you liked her as like the A24 goddess that she is, and you like those like weird horror-y kind
Yeah.
of movies, this is like a I don't know. You asked me like how do I explain this, and I said
Yeah.
a cult summer camp. But it's more like a cult town
Okay.
vibes too. I don't know. Like it's really good. If you're looking for something to get into and you just kind of want to binge something, I super recommend this. It was really good. And I can't wait to actually finish it because I don't
I'm definitely adding this to
remember
my
the
list.
ending. Yeah, no, I super recommend it. It's really good.
You know, I
Like
feel
I
like
said,
Toni Collette could like pass for Uma Thurman's sister. They have a lot of similarities. I feel like there's like something
Cult
that
Summer
they make me.
AD said that the Cult Summer Camp is a perfect description.
Oh,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
okay, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm so like once you described it to me before we went live, I was like, oh yeah, I'm moving this up to the top. But let's see. One of the year's wildest comedies just dropped another look, and it's even crazier than before. I'm so excited to see this, actually.
Okay, so I never talked about this when the first trailer came out, but
hmm
I wanted to, but our list was way too long. It's called Good Fortune, and Keanu Reeves plays a guardian angel for Aziz Ansari. That's all I gotta say to you.
A budget guardian angel.
A budget guardian angel, yeah. So in this trailer, you get to see more of Seth. What's his face?
Seth Rogen.
Thank you. And I feel like sometimes his comedies are hit and miss for me.
Yeah,
But
very.
I am laughing at this trailer anytime
Yeah.
that I watch the first one and now this number two that just came out. The actual movie itself comes out on October 17th, and I'm not going to be going to theaters to see it, but
hmm
it looks really good.
If I see, it's probably one I wait for streaming,
Hmm.
unless. Oh yeah, especially for what I'll have going on in my life at that time. I'll be waiting for this
Yep.
for streaming, but I'm
Yep.
excited to see
And
this.
that's
I
the
think
only
it's,
reason.
yeah, I think I'm gonna be. I think it's gonna be super funny. So this is actually this is made in it by Aziz Ansari, the comedian.
I'm pretty
He's
sure, yeah.
also in it.
Mhm.
So like yeah, the whole base of this thing is Keanu Reeves is a budget guardian angel that's meant to actually just protect people from texting and driving, but
Yeah.
he decides to step out and help change Aziz Ansari's life to show him that money doesn't make your troubles go away and doesn't make life easier. So he swaps his self with Seth Rogen, who's a very successful person and very well off, living the high life. And so Aziz then finds out that money pretty much did take all his troubles and stuff away. And I think the issue is going to be like he doesn't want to swap back or something. But Keanu Reeves got like some small baby angel wings compared to other people.
Well, he got
There's
his wings taken away, and we got to
oh,
see
that's
that in this
right.
trailer.
That's
Yeah.
right. I love that it's funny. It was Seth Rogen was laying in bed and he's like, "Can you fly?" And he's like, "No, my wings are too small." And Seth Rogen's like, "It's not about the size of the wing." And Keanu goes, "It kind of is actually." It's just like it's just gonna be. What's her face as an angel in this too from Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, I didn't remember what her name
I
was,
can't
but
think of her
yeah,
name either. But yeah,
Meredith's person.
yeah.
Because yeah, the two of them are like super close in that.
I think
Um,
it's gonna be a fun comedy though.
yeah, if I didn't have a brand new dog coming in 5 days, then I would be going to a drive-in movie theater to watch this
Yeah.
and like probably crying while I was watching it because I'm laughing so hard.
Yeah, yeah. If I was able to go meet in a spot to go to the theater, I'd probably pick like a Tuesday night. 'Cause I
Mm,
just don't want to spend that top dollar for just a comedy to watch. But it would be one. Yeah, I'm anxious to see this. But
yeah.
last on the list for Educated Wish, we have a new documentary. Just took aim at one of the most controversial real life cases in America.
Yeah, so it's called the Alabama Situation, and it's all about the prison in, I guess, Alabama. It would make the
Yeah.
most sense. But this is a documentary that is coming out on HBO Max on October 10th. It looks really good because I really like documentaries and I like learning about things that I didn't know about before,
hmm
whether it be the Turkey Hut or if it were to be a prison that is corrupt. So I'm looking forward to watching this. The trailer looked really good.
This is one trailer I didn't make it to. I didn't get to see, so
Hmm.
I'll definitely make sure to watch this tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, if you think it looks good, I'm sure it's going to be probably at least intriguing and interesting enough to watch. So I don't really know a whole lot of story behind it, and now I already want to know like what the story is. So,
Yeah.
but we got some gaming news this week. Some
Yeah.
exciting gaming news this week.
Yeah. right, so to kind of wrap up our live, I have just couple of things to talk about for gaming, but it's a pretty big thing, so we're going to talk about it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the state of play that happened for PlayStation that happened on the 24th. And they broadcasted and they showed about like 20 different games, and they also showed their new Sony product, which is like these Pulse Elevate like wireless speakers, which, you know, if you're looking for wireless speakers to go with your Sony PlayStation, there you go. But what I really want to talk about was a couple of games. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Battlefield 6. We got the first look at the campaign that's coming out on October 11th. The next one is Halloween the game. We got to see some gameplay, and a release date for this actually dropped as well for September 8th of 2026. And in it, you can either be Michael Myers or you can be one of the civilians that's trying to stop Michael Myers. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like either you can like slash up and like slice up some like civilians, or you can be one of the civilians. But as one of the civilians, like you can never kill Michael Myers. So like you can it looked like you can call phones and get like the police to like distract or whatever to kind of do that. But Michael Myers in this, he has this like force like jumping looking thing where he comes like a shadow creature and he's just kind of like lurking at people and like watching them. It's really cool. So if you're into Halloween and you like video games, recommend you looking at this trailer because it actually looks really cool.
You could probably play this game and completely play it all the way through as one person, start the game over again, and get a whole different experience playing it as him. So you really kind of 2 games in one that way.
Oh yeah, and there's like I think 4 different civilians that you can play. It's not just like one civilian. So I mean, honestly, like it's a dealer's choice on like how you really want to play this game, which I really like. It's kind of like, you remember Goosebumps? Yeah. Where you used to read those books and it's like, oh, would you do this or this? And go to page 25, and then you go to page 25. And then,
that's great.
Yeah. So I really liked that. I didn't know that that's what they were going to be doing with it. So it caught me by surprise because I wasn't sure what they were going to do with the Halloween the game. But when I found out about it, I was like, all right, that's pretty neat. The next one is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's currently out right now, but they did say that they are going to have Mega Man and Proto Man joining the racers, and that's going to be coming out in 2026. So if you're into racing games, that's a Switch game. Yeah, it looks really cool. A lot of people are actually saying that it's better than Mario Kart.
Really? Okay. I'm a big Mega Man person. I love Mega Man. So
okay.
Yep. Grew up watching Mega Man, so that's enticing. And I like Mario Kart, but to hear it's better.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
I guess it is like you have like your little like boxes or whatever, but like you also collect rings as you drive.
That's cool. Okay.
Because it's Sonic.
Yeah.
So they have like another map that's also coming in 2026. But yeah, it looks really cool. The graphics really do look nice too. But last but not least, the thing that Sony finished their state of play with is the thing that Blake, who doesn't really talk to me about video games most of the time, actually sent me, and I had already watched it, but I was just like, yeah, no, this is really cool, and I'm glad that you saw it too. Marvel's Wolverine.
Yes.
It had a trailer that debuted, and it's coming out in fall of 2026. I put a couple of photos as well for it because not only can you play in his cowl, but you can also play in a couple of other outfits. He has one that's kind of like his flannel that we get to see him like in the bar with, and then like the coat, like fur coat or whatever. But also in this gameplay trailer, it looked like you could play as Mystique.
I did see Mystique. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, I wonder like how that's gonna play in.
She looked pretty cool too, like the scene we got her in, and then Omega Red was in this too. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah, so I at first I was just kind of like, okay, cool, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Like, because I didn't get to see any of the gameplay, but now actually getting to see the gameplay and how people are saying it's going to be a lot of like the play style of um Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so if it is that same kind of like storyline, but
Hmm.
also like you're inversed like with like it's not Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but like
Right.
Wolverine.
Yeah, it's actually
Um,
Liam McIntyre is who's playing the voice of Wolverine, and they kind of mimicked his face as well. So,
yeah, and it's very bloody. So if that's not your style, like I'm just warning you ahead of
hmm
time, that is a thing that it is quite bloody. Um, gruesome, however you want to say
yeah,
it. But it looks really good,
it does.
and now I am very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I would love to like because we've talked about this before, like with the Spider-Man games, how that's some of the best Spider-Man storytelling. It
Hmm.
would blow my mind, and I would be so happy if this ended up being like that story, you know,
Yeah.
and this ended up being like the best Wolverine story we've seen out of any movie or show or anything. That would be
Well, I mean,
wild.
Insomniac is the one that's putting this up, so I'm excited.
Have high hopes.
Yeah, yes, very, very, very much so. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Street Fighter. So it's actually not the game, but we're actually going to talk about the movie. So we got a first look at the Street Fighter movie for Chong Li and Ken, and they're in their traditional costumes. So a lot of people are really excited about that because when sometimes movies or video games go into like real life movie
Hmm.
live action, we don't get the traditional costumes, but we are getting that, it looks like so far for Street
Nice.
Fighter. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is something that I fucking love. I'm so excited about too. Is Forza Horizon 6. So Forza is a it's a car racing game. Starting with I think Forza 4, it became open world. So this was just announced at the Xbox Tokyo Game live show
Mhm.
stream, and they announced that number 6, the location, as everybody saw with the cherry blossoms and the Mount Fuji, I think in the back. That's the it's going to be in Japan. I don't know if that's Mount Fuji. No, it's not. It's a mountain that is super famous, and I can't remember the name, and I'm sorry. But it's going to be in Japan, and the map itself is going to be more massive than number 5. So
Mount Fuji is a famous one in Japan.
I second guessed myself. But anyway, alas, don't do that. But anyway,
I just decided to look it
yeah.
up real quick while you're saying that. So, but like,
No,
you're
I
right.
appreciate it. Yeah. But like Forza's been a game that I absolutely loved because I did play Xbox for a while, and then I went back over to PlayStation, and it was an Xbox exclusive. But as I talked about a couple of months ago, it
Hmm.
is now officially on PlayStation. So I'm hoping that Forza 6 is going to be both platforms because I would love to drive around in Japan.
Yeah, Japan's on my list, like to go visit, just in
Hmm.
general. So for
Oh
sure.
yeah, 100%. But that's it for gaming news.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of wraps us up with the whole show today.
Yeah.
So appreciate everybody coming in the comments and joining in and mingling with us. And we'll see everybody next time.
Peace.